Hello, everyone. Miguel here, and welcome to Boost Your Business. This is episode number 16. And in this series, what I do is I go over service based business websites, local, and I check them out to see if there are things that I would do on the website itself to improve the conversions. With the goal being that by you going over these websites with me, you can find things here and there that you can implement on your website to increase your conversions and put more money in your pocket. So I already have a search going for us. So let me just shrink this real quick and let's go to the bottom. The search that I did was window tinting for Lauderdale. So we have at the bottom Relentless Tint LLC. So let's see what they have going on their site. Okay, so right away, just looking at the top of the website, the one thing that I noticed is that it's taking up way too much space. The 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 logo here, Relentless Windows Tint, and then it has the phone number, but it's not clickable. So I would definitely make this click to call so that people can reach out as needed. The buttons here, home, service, the links, they're fine, they're perfect. It's good. So the only thing that I would do, I would definitely use less space at the top because you pretty much you're taking up about half of the screen, and this is a 14-inch screen. And the reason why I like looking at these websites on 14-inch screen is because on larger screens I'll be able to see everything, but when you go to a smaller screen, you can you can see the responsive issues that any website has, because mainly they'll look very good on a large screen, but then on a smaller screen you'll start seeing problems. As you can see right here, if you were looking at it on your desktop like a 20-inch screen, you could probably see everything below welcome to and so on. But on a smaller screen, say your cell phone, your tablet, your laptop, which is what most people use, you can see that this is not really well optimized because you cannot see the call to action. The only thing you're seeing is the logo, Relentless Windows Tint, which is good because it tells people what they do, and then the phone number, which is not click to call. So basically, somebody would have to either highlight it, copy it, and then call, or just type it in themselves. And people nowadays, they're just used to click to call. So that's one thing that you definitely want to make sure that you have on your website. So going down, we have welcome to Relentless Window Tint, and I would definitely change this if I was working with this person, with this company, because I already know where I am. Relentless Windows Tint. The logo is telling me Relentless Window Tint. Google is telling me Relentless Window Tint LLC. So this is basically the fourth time that I'm seeing welcome basic Relentless Window Tint. So that's too much. Like, use this space to give me some information about your business. So maybe award-winning window tinting company in Fort Lauderdale, since I did a search for Fort Lauderdale. Now, this is not to say that this is what they want to rank for, but they are a window tint company. Or they could say commercial window tinting, since what I see is like a building here instead of cars. And when I did a search, I actually thought I was just gonna see a bunch of car tinting places, but the one I chose, obviously, it's like a commercial building tinting place. So I would definitely use this space here for something that's going to give my client or that visitor some information about my company. So just like I said, award-winning window tint, commercial window tinting, locally owned window tinting company, or something that tells people, hey, this is something else, not just regurgitating the name of the company over and over and over and over. And then another thing is, this looks like a stock image. So I would change this image for an image of, say, somebody actually doing the job, like at a job site, so that it connects better with my client. So let's say they've done like a like a building in Fort Lauderdale or something, or a business in downtown Fort Lauderdale, then I would just make some high quality images where one of my team members or me as the owner is doing the window tinting process, and then I would just use that image right here. And another thing that I would do is, like right now, the only way that you can contact them is by copying and pasting the phone number on your phone. Um, right here, you can also click the contact us, and then okay, so they actually have a form. So the what you want to do is you want to give people the easiest way to contact you according to them. And when I say that, it's like, if they want to call you, give them the option. If they want to send you an email, give them the option. If they want to chat with you, give them that option. But give it to them right on the homepage. On the top part, the first thing that they should see is, your logo at the top left, your phone number for sure, a welcoming message, about your company, and then a form, and then they have a chat, so this is good. Um, Now it says we'll reply as soon as we can instead of we're online. One thing that I do in my business is I put on here that we're online, and I connect my chat to my cell phone. So if you send me a message through the chat that's on my website, I'll get a text message right away. So it's pretty much always online. The only time that you're not gonna get an answer right away is when I'm in a meeting or if I'm sleepy. That's about it. Um, so that's what I would do up here. Now let's move down a bit about us: professionalism, experience, timeliness. Okay, so once again, this doesn't look like any building in Fort Lauderdale that I recognize. It just looks like a stock image once again. Now, I may be wrong. This may actually be a building in Fort Lauderdale that I just don't know about. But, they're saying here they've been in business for 15 years. So they should definitely have some images of their team and their equipment and what they do, like their process and so on. So they can have that on here to better connect with their potential clients. And another thing too is if they've been around for 15 years, I'm pretty sure that they've dealt with a lot of people in the Fort Lauderdale area. So, and they only have 6 feedback. It's all 5 stars, so that's good. But if you've been around for 15 years, you should have a lot more feedback. So I would definitely contact a lot of the a lot of the clients that I've done business with, and I will tell them, hey, if you don't mind, I really appreciate it if you left me some feedback on my Google Business profile. Why? Because the more feedback you have, the more chances you have of ranking higher for the key terms that you're already ranking for. And the reason why I always mention a little bit about SEO is because no matter how good our website is, how well optimized it is, and how good it looks on all devices, if nobody's seeing it, then it's for nothing. Like we're not going to convert anybody, we're not going to get more clients out of it or anything. So we definitely wanted to rank high so that we can get visitors and potential clients. Okay, so going down, okay, so our services right here, as you can see, they mention marine window film, residential window film, commercial window film. Okay, so I guess they don't do cars, so that's why. But once again, they're using all stock images. As you can see, this stock image, stock image, stock image. Um, and I guess they're clickable. Okay, so it takes you to a specific page about it. Okay, so this is good. So one small thing that I would change is I would give just like a small snippet, like a small description of what I mean by marine window film. And yes, I know that anybody looking for it knows what it is, but Google doesn't. And if you want to rank well in Google, then you need to give it a little bit of information. And at the same time, somebody may be thinking that you mean XYZ by marine window film. So just giving a little snippet of what it is and what you mean by it, that goes a long way. And same thing for residential window film. You could say that you use XYZ film, like 3M film or whatnot. And commercial, same thing. Just give a little description of what it is, what you mean by it, what you do, maybe what products you use or what your process is, and that's it. Like it doesn't have to be a huge paragraph or like a long block of content or anything like that. Just like 3, 4 lines of text describing the specific service. And then when you click on it, then you give the full breakdown of the service as they do when you click on this. And also, there's no button here telling me to click on anything. It's just that the cursor changes. So I know that I'm supposed to click. And most people know that they're supposed to click. But it's always better to have a button. Like, yes, leave it where you can click the images and it takes them to a separate page. But also have a button like learn more or, like learn more and maybe outside of like a learn more button, there's really nothing else that should be done right here. And obviously, in addition to a little bit of content. Then here at the bottom, it just says get in touch, have a question, yada yada. So they have the phone number once again, but it's not click to call again. So I'm changing that. Here the email is click to call. So click to email. So that's good. Pulls up my thing. Then this is just the form. And then now they have all this black space. There's no need to have all this black space because it's not doing anything. Any space that you have on your website, yes, have separation between sections with white spacing, black spacing, whatever your color, your branding is, but don't have all this space. Like this is way too much. You should have transition where you have a small space that has no information just to go from one section to the other, but not this much space because it's just waste. And down here, so we have the map. It gives you directions to their location, which is good. Value partnership. So they do use 3M apparently, um, and all of this. So Skin Cancer Foundation recommend, blah, blah, blah. And then subscribe form. Now, when I see subscribe form on service-based business websites, I don't even know why people do that. And it seems like everybody just says subscribe form. What am I subscribing to? You're not telling me anything about what I'm subscribing to. So if you're gonna ask me to subscribe, at least tell me what I'm subscribing for. Am I subscribing for you to send me a bunch of coupons that I didn't ask for? Am I subscribing to a bunch of emails that I didn't ask for? Or am I subscribing to information pertaining your services? What is it that I'm subscribing to? So just explain what it is that you're subscribing to. Maybe it's just a newsletter with information. Whatever it is, just describe it so people know what they're subscribing to because I'm pretty sure nobody's actually filling this out. Um, and down here, so it's a Wix website and it was built in 2021. Probably hasn't been updated since 2021. And that's it for this one. So once again, the bottom section it's actually not too bad. I would just over here just add some content, and then here I'm cutting off all this black space, all this empty space. The about us is good. I would just use instead of stock images, I would use images that are actual company images so that I can better connect with my clients. And up here, I'm definitely making the menu take up less space, shrinking my logo, and then making the phone number click to call. Over here, I'm just gonna change this message to saying something about my company instead of just repeating the company name over and over. And then on the right side, I would just have a form that people can fill out with their information, what they need, and then we can send them a quote or schedule a consultation. And the chat is very good. Another thing here, the image, I would definitely change it to an image that belongs to the company itself. So that's about it for this review. If you have one, if you have a website that you want me to review, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you don't like leaving public comments here on YouTube, feel free to contact me at uniquewebdesigner.com. And if you found anything useful from this video, please give us a like, share it with anybody that you think could find it useful, and become a subscriber. That being said, unique is